Hello everybody, welcome back to JuJu's Journey. Today is June 17th. It is my grandson's birthday. He's 2 years old today. I'm so excited. We're going to have a huge birthday party for him on Saturday. I can't wait. So thank you for being here. Today I'm going to be reviewing my bank statement and paying my cash envelopes back for purchases that I made using my debit card. Sometimes it's easier or necessary to use a debit card, but I still want my budget to reflect where that money should have come from. I'll be going through my transactions, identifying the categories, and I'll be pulling cash from the appropriate envelope so everything stays accurate and somewhat on track. And this is one of the ways that I make the cash envelope system work in real life while budgeting on a fixed income and continuing my journey of starting over at 58. So anyway, if you like this video or videos like this, please consider to follow me, subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. So what I've done is I need to do it more often, y'all. I have completely gotten off of track. It's very important to review your bank statement. And I should do it once a week. And I think I need to because I have gotten way out of hand. Way out of hand. Like I told you, my guilty little pleasure that I gave myself for my birthday is DoorDash. Do you know what I DoorDashed in June already? $236.61. And I'm not going to pay myself back for that. I'm going to write that off as a big fail, okay? I'm just going to write it off, and I'm going to do better. Do better. I'm going to go through my bank statements every week so I can really and truly get a better understanding of when I make stupid decisions. Thank goodness I had the extra cash in my checking account. But groceries, I need groceries at my house. I need groceries, and that's where my problem lies. For some reason, and it's nothing intentional, but I have not been eating next door. You know, I've always bragged about how lucky I am that I eat dinner with my daughter every night and her husband. I can still eat dinner with them every night, but I'm backing away from that because it's summertime, you know, their routine is different, and I just feel that it's time for me to be a little bit more independent and let them be a family without me coming over every night. They have cooked us, you know, they'll offer me food, and there's been several times that I've gotten a to-go plate and met them at the fence if it's something, you know, that I cannot really pass up, you know. Who can pass up roast and, you know, like a Mississippi pot roast? You can't pass that up. So yes, I'll take their offerings for that. But I'm trying to be more independent. But I did DoorDash $156.60 already this month for home groceries. And you've got to understand, probably $20 of that is tip money. And I do think if they're going to go in there and shop for you, load it up in their car, bring it to your house and unload it and put it on your doorstep, they do need a higher tip, and I probably should have even tipped more. But this is a reality, and I'm going to write reality right there. I can shop. Okay, dining out, which I have my dining out cash money, but I didn't have enough money that day, and so I treated my daughter and myself that day. We usually take turns, and it was $59.75. So I've got to rethink how I do things. Like, if I don't have cash, then I should not go. You know, if I don't have cash, don't go. I'm not going to pay myself back for that either. I'm not going to pull it and refurbish my checking account. And lunch money was $78.27 that we ordered and used my debit card this month. So I've got to stop doing that. You know, I've worked too hard on this budget. I see those mistakes, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. I can't allow it to happen. That's crazy. I'm supposed to only be using the cash in this wallet during the week, except for my gas money. And I do have my gas money pulled to pay myself back. But I don't have any of this money pulled to pay myself back. Maybe lunch money. So this is what I'm going to do right now. You know how I normally let my lunch money roll over from week to week? I'm going to go ahead and unstuff it, because I made egg salad for tomorrow's lunch, and I just had a heart-to-heart with my daughter next door, and we are going to start eating cheap. The thing is, we have not made a lunch menu to go to the grocery store, and so at like 11:30, 12, we're sitting there saying, what do you want to eat for lunch today? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? You know? So I'm going to pull 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $47. That's all I have in lunch money. And I'm going to put it in my bank bag. And I will deposit this into my checking account, okay? And that's the only money I'm going to pull out of my cash wallet this week. I have been using the leftover money to double stuff those 4 bills that I'm doing the snowball effect on. And I'm still going to do that. I'm going to regroup. This is a thinking moment for the rest of the, you know, the way I'm going to move forward. I'm going to continue what I've been doing, but I will not DoorDash for the rest of this month. I am not DoorDashing. I only have a week and almost 2 full weeks left, but I'm not DoorDashing. I will get my little butt in the car, even when it's hot, and go to the grocery store. And I will use the cash that I have given myself for groceries. And then if I want to go get something to eat, like fast food, I will use my dining out money, or I'll use my JuJu money, because I can spend it any way I want with no questions asked. So going forward, I'm regrouping. That does not mean I'm not going to use DoorDash for groceries or an occasional meal. But I will not do what I have just done. I'm going to start planning my meals, going to the grocery store, getting the essentials that I need, and live like that, because I have too many dreams and goals to let something this stupid just tear me down, you know? Okay, so this is my bank binder. You know, I put $3,000 in the right denominations to get me through the whole month for my cash stuffing. Now it's time to pay my bills. Okay, so we went through all my DoorDash, all of my stupidity. Now I can just focus on paying bills, okay? So we've got the water bill. Let me see, get to water bill. The water bill came out So I'm going to pull this cash. Okay, water bill. $77.79. So this should be 80. 50, 60, 70, 80. I always round up. And I will pull that money, put it in my bank bag to go back to the bank. So the next bill that we have is internet for $90. Wait a minute. $90? That's a lot of money. I don't think I have 50, 60, 70, 85. So it went up. So you know what I'm going to have to do? This overflow money that I have, that's kind of like miscellaneous, I'm going to have to give it a 5. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm going to have to kind of rebudget, huh? My subscription that I have that I need to revisit is $97, so I'll just estimate 100. That's going to go back to the bank. Scrubbies, which I love. My husband kept my cars clean, and I'll let Scrubbies keep my car clean. So that's $35, so I will give myself that treat too. And my electric bill came out. Electricity. Let's see if I did that right. For $138.72. So this should be $139. 120, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. That's good. See, a relationship with your money is very important. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Let's see. Water insurance. $254.12. 100, 200, 50, 5. Wonder why I had that as I had too much money in there. Huh. So 100, 200, $55. Okay. I don't know why I overestimated $30, but I'm going to put this in my overflow money, which is fine with me because eventually that will go for a month ahead or be used for something when I mess up again later. Service payment plan is goodness. Okay, let me find it. There we go. Should be $101. $100.16, and I always overestimate up. And so I have completely paid myself back. Let's see how much money I'm going to be depositing into my checking account. I feel like I need to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 50, another 50, that's 600. $700. Hold on. 700. 800. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and 47. So that's $847 that I will be taking back to the bank. And what I'm going to do now is try to get this money back in somewhat of an orderly fashion. Put my 20s together, my 50s together, the 100s together. I know bank tellers cannot stand when people come in and don't have the money just right. So I try to do them a favor and get it just the way it needs to be. I have the money in order. So I will be making a deposit, making sure that money goes into the bank. And you know, the next thing I think I need to do is I'm going to zoom through and see if I need to make any cash consolidation. Because if I do, I'm making so much money, over 3% interest on my Ally savings account. It would be silly of me not to deposit money if I'm going to the bank anyway and transfer that money to my Ally account. So these are placeholders. You see, I've got stickers on them. Because this money, this fake money that I ordered off of Amazon, it looks so real to me. I can easily, I mean, yeah, it says prop money or fake money, but, you know, there's not so much. You can tell it's different if you got a real one, but it's really not that different. You see? You could really be misled. And I would completely hate to take a fake money accidentally, because, you know, doing cash stuffing, you can make mistakes real easy. Real easy. And how would that feel if I tried to give them fake money? That would be horrible. So I'm going to go ahead and put my placeholders over to the side, and I'm going to go through some of these binders and see if there's anything I can shrink down a little bit and take to the bank, since I'm going to the bank anyway. So house insurance, I've got $1,100 already in my savings account, but I also have 250s. So what I'm going to do is take these 250s and I'm going to exchange them for one placeholder. And I've got to write this down. So let me find a piece of paper. I've got to write house insurance, because if not, I will not remember. $100. I need to know exactly where to put it, because in my Ally account I have buckets, and I need to know that $100 of my deposit's going to go to house insurance. Okay, let's see if we can do anything with car insurance. So we've already got $500, $600, $700, $800. $800 is already there in my Ally savings account, but I only have $80. So I'm just going to wait until maybe next time to deposit more money for car insurance, because car insurance gets $40 a week. Okay, house taxes. I should be able to put some of this over. I have 100, 200, 300, plus 500, $800 already, earning 3% interest. But then I also have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So I have 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I can exchange this for a 100 and a 50. And so I'm going to put this back there. I'm going to keep this here. So $150 is going to go for, which one was that? House taxes. So now we're going to have $500, $600, $700, $800, $950 earning 3% interest. And it's gonna add up. Okay, car taxes is fully funded, and I've already got that money sitting in my Ally savings account. So I have $700 sitting there waiting. Pets and vet. Let's see if we can roll any of this over. Yep, $50. So let me give a $50 placeholder. I think these are stuck together. And write pets and vet. And this, guys, is for next year's pet visits. So I'm going to put this money where it goes back here. And so we have $250. And it's now going to all sit in my Ally account. And emergency, let's see. Nope, I only have $10. 100's already sitting there. Savings, same difference. Medical should be the same difference. Yep, car maintenance. Let's see. Same difference. Can't do anything with it. House maintenance. Oh, we can do house maintenance. I think I was holding on the cash for this. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put it in the savings. I do not see myself painting right now. If I can't make myself do something else, I can't see myself painting. So I'm going to take this 50. Well, it's two 50s. And get a $100 placeholder. And then I'm going to put that I'm depositing 100 for house maintenance. And then month ahead, of course, I'm going to hold on to it. And then this binder is finished. Now let's go through. 5th week. Nope. Vacation could be earning interest because I'm not going on vacation until October. So let's see what we have. We have 150 sitting in the bank. So now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm going to write vacation. And I'm going to put 100 into my savings account and give this a $100 placeholder. I can grab it. And so now we have $250 earning 3% interest in my Ally High Yield savings account. Entertainment, nope. Adventure, nope. Special gift. Wonder if I should do that. Yes, let's see if I have enough. I should only have 130, so I can't because I already have a placeholder. But at least 100's earning interest. Personal care, nope. It's gonna it'll stay cash because if I need to go buy anything, makeup, anything like that, I'll just grab this envelope, stick it in my cash wallet, and go get what I need. Wish list can definitely go. We already have 100 there, so let's see what we have. We've got 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we'll set that to the side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So yes, I can do a 100 for wish list. And that definitely can and will be used for wish list has got $200 earning interest. Close, same difference. I'll pull the envelope, put it in my cash wallet. Lawn and garden. I hope I have my, yeah, I do. You know, right now this is saving for that tree. No flowers for me. And I'm probably going to have to make a category. I don't think I have a bucket for lawn and garden. No, I must, because I have a $50 placeholder. That's good. Okay, so we've got 10. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So I can give a $50 placeholder. And so I should have 105. So I'm going to take this 100 and put those 50s back. And I have $105 in lawn and garden to go towards my tree removal. And I'm sure a lot of other money will eventually go towards tree removal. Gifts, Easter. I wonder if I should put Christmas and Thanksgiving money there. You know, I capped it at 100. I think I should, because if it's June, I could be earning interest on that money for a good amount of time. That's what I say I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I had to get 2 more. So Thanksgiving. Let's count this money. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And I am completely fully funded. So I'm going to get a fully funded if I can find them. I've got all of these little things. That was Thanksgiving, right? So I'm going to put a fully funded. So when I look, it will show. And it's fully funded with $100. So I can look now and see that Thanksgiving is fully funded, and the same should happen with Christmas. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And that is for Christmas. And that's 100. And I'm going to have to get another fully funded. Hopefully I have one. Do you know how good that makes me feel? To know that I've already contributed my portion for Christmas lunch. Christmas lunch. And that money can be sitting in my Ally savings account getting 3% interest every single month. And that's the way cash budgeting works. So let me total this up really quick. Make sure I did it correctly. So we've got 100 plus 150 plus 50. So I should be depositing $850 into my checking account, and then I'll transfer it over to my Ally account. So let's get counting. So we've got 50, 100, 50, 200. And I'm just going to write $200 there. And put $200 here. Next, we'll do the 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. 20, 40, 60, 80. So 280. And then we'll do our 10s next. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And now the 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, $85.90, $95, $100. Put that 100 in the stack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So that makes 200. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Say 310. And let's add these up and see what happens. $850. Very good. So I will take $850 to the bank tomorrow when I'm out doing errands. And I will deposit this into, I will transfer this over into my Ally savings account. And then this money will just be deposited into my checking account, because these were all drafted bills or debits, okay? So this goes into savings, and this is paying myself back. This is paying my bills, y'all. And this is going to earn money. This is all the money, guys, that we have saved this year. Another $850, y'all, going into my savings account. Now, this could have been a wash. Like, look how many fails I made since I did DoorDash. Fail, 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 and fail. I'm going to correct those fails. Wash them out. I'm not going to beat myself up. Instead, I'm going to pat myself on the back because I am going to deposit $850, y'all, on my little measly $3,000 a month budget into my Ally savings account to go towards all of these things. It's going to go towards I'm going to pay, my Christmas meal money's already been paid. Thanksgiving money, lawn and garden, my wish list, my vacation money, house maintenance, pets, vets, house taxes, house insurance. I have saved all of this money to pay those bills to make sure that I can live stress-free and not worry about paying my bills. I'll take that win every single day. Every day I'll take that win. So it makes me excited. So tomorrow I'll write up my little deposit slip, give them that bag, and then transfer the rest of the money. So anyway, so you know what? In today's video, I just want you to know that budgeting isn't about being perfect. You can tell by all the mess ups that I made. It's really more about having a plan and making adjustments when you need to. Like, I'm making my adjustments. I'm not going to do that anymore. And staying intentional. I've got to stay intentional. By me looking at my bank statement today just made me like get back on track. So I've got to look at my bank statement every week. I don't have a handle on my spending. So I had to reel myself back, because you see how easy it was just for that hit debit, because you know DoorDash is hooked up to my debit card. And so it's just so easy when you don't see the cash or touch the cash. I had no idea that I ordered DoorDash that many times last month. So anyway, That's what I'm trying to do every day while starting over at 58. 58 years, and I'm still learning and still trying to stay focused. But new plan. My plan is what? Make out a meal plan, grocery list, take my big fat bahunky to the grocery store, check my bank statement weekly to make sure I keep myself in check, because using your debit card can really mess your finances up. And try to stay on my cash, use the cash out of my cash wallet for my everyday living. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, hit that subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.